p.m. in council chambers. So we'll call the meeting to order. And is there introduction of any late items? No, thank you. So do we need to adopt the agenda as printed? That would be Councillor King, Councillor Rhodes, all in favor? Thank you. Business 1, airport use agreement, and that would be from Mr. Zackel, please.
Thank you, Mayor McCordoff. So Mr. Almeri Haiderali has requested to have access to the Osiris airstrip from August 24th to 28th, 2017. An airport use agreement was drafted up for Mr. Haiderali for the use of the airstrip for those dates. Rental fee of $100 per day was included in this agreement, and the applicant would also be required to provide $5 million in comprehensive general liability insurance. Mr. Haiderali has agreed to and has signed the agreement. There's no date conflicts with Wine Country Racing for their events planned, and Penticton Model Aviation Club would be notified of this agreement. In addition, we would also contact our private property owners that are adjacent to the airstrip, being JF Lanier and Home Building Center of this if it passes. In addition, I contacted Mr. Haiderali, and what he had said to me is this is a short comedy film. He's going to have a small crew of about 12 people working there. They'll be working 12-hour days from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. on those 4 days permitted. For the community, implications for the community is bringing film industry to town is an economic boost to the community. Organizationally, there's no impacts. Budget, small amount of income would be received for the use of the airstrip. Significant dates, rental period is between August 24th and 28th. Options before council. Option 1 for council to authorize mayor and corporate officer to sign the airport use agreement between the town of Osiris and Almeri Haiderali. Option 2 for council not to approve the request. And I would add in there an option 3 for council to authorize the mayor and corporate officer to sign the airport use agreement between the town of Osiris and Almeri Haiderali at a rate appropriate to council. And I'll leave this up for council now.
Thank you very much. Can I just ask, was there any requirement that any equipment from the town, from Public Works, was anything like that required of these people?
No.
Like cones or anything, the things that barricades?
No, basically all they're wanting to have access is the airstrip. They'll have an RV that'll have the camera system built into it for shooting the film. So no requests of any equipment from the town.
Thank you. Councillor King.
Thank you, Madam Mayor. I just wanted clarity. They're looking between the 24th and the 28th. That relates to 5 days, and we're charging them for 4?
4, 25, 26, 27.
That'd be $100 per day. So basically, no, you are correct.
So should it be $500 instead of $400? If we approve it?
You would be correct, yes.
Thank you.
Yep.
So that
Because
would be changed.
yes, it would be.
So $500 or $100 a day is what's the
For 5
agreement?
days
Yeah,
instead
for
of
5
4,
days.
Yeah.
Councillor Rhodes.
So I'll move option 1, and I would like to speak briefly to it.
Absolutely. Thank you. Is there a seconder for that?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you. Councillor Rhodes.
Thank you, Mayor McCordoff. Over the last few days, we've received a little bit of input from the public. Some people have taken the initiative to write some emails directly related to the cost that we are charging them. And just for clarity, it's been pointed out that we should be charging a lot more than $100 per day. And I kind of got on board with it for a while, and then after some thinking about it, film and the film industry is a huge economic driver in the Okanagan. We've experienced some major films made right in our community, and most of the information that you get back from the film industry is that they do support the community an awful lot. I have no way of verifying this comment, but I'm assuming that this crew of 12 being here for the 4 nights or 5 days or whatever combination of that is, will probably be staying in our community and eating in our restaurants and participating financially. And I think that, even if we were to double or triple up on that cost, we're still going to get the economic benefit at $100 a day. So I'm comfortable at leaving it with that. This is an about face of the way I felt about it a couple of days ago when we first seen the report. But yeah, there's certainly an economic driver that's kind of hidden behind the scenes, and so I'm happy to support the staff recommendation.
Councillor King.
Yeah, thanks again. Would just the fees be changed, Mr. The grantor would be 500?
The agreement would be modified to say $500 with the caption in there of $100 a day if it was less.
No, I support that.
Yeah, I was kind of wondering the same thing as well. We have had some people who said to us that this was pretty cheap rent that they're getting up there. And so I asked Mr. Zackel if we had anything to base this on, and we don't have a specific other option to fall back on because we haven't done this before. There are a couple of people or groups that use the airport strip, one of them being the Wine Valley Racers, is that
Wine Country
Racers, and they do not pay a per diem rate. They pay a percentage of their take at the door. And the other group that uses this is the Penticton model airplane, and they do not pay, and they have not paid anything before. So it was. This is kind of a first for us to come up with something like this. I do agree with Councillor Rhodes that if the people involved with this are staying here in town, that they are definitely going to use motels or restaurants and facilities that are here. And I think they're also over in Nighthawk. I believe that they're doing something, part of their filming over in Nighthawk and part of it here. So it might be a good way of getting more films here, and I'm pretty sure the Okanagan Film Commission is looking into that, and they've already done a couple of them down here, this might just be a good thing for us to get into. However, I'm still a little bit concerned about $100 a day. I think that's a very, very good deal. So I'm kind of willing to go either way on this. So at the moment we have a motion on the floor to go with option number 1, to authorize the mayor and corporate officer to sign the airport use agreement between the town of Vesuvius and Mr. Haiderali at 5 days at $100 a day. So all in favor? Good. Thank you very much. And I believe that we don't have any notice of motion, so we need an option to adjourn. King Rhodes, all in favor?